training, and why he wants to attempt this.
We were actually paying attention to that story you were doing. You were telling me that food tastes different when you're at higher altitude. Is that true?
Like, not at all.
Not at all.
I don't care. Pick the most favorite granola bar you want at sea level. Take it up beyond to 14,000 feet plus, and it's just bland as rubber or cardboard.
Really? Wow.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
So many strange things, David, happen when you're up there. I was just looking at some of the weird stuff when you get to 26,000 feet that happens to your body, like your brain actually swells and blood vessels begin to leak.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Cody.
That sounds great.
I feel quite uplifted by your comments.
Some fluid accumulates in your lungs.
Call the whole thing
that
off.
Sounds great. Yeah, that sounds great. So I made a big list of questions for you, David. There's why. It just keeps on going. Why would you want to do such a thing,
You know
sir?
what? You asked that many questions. I've asked myself that question many times. The other night, I'm with my son. He says, Dad, why are you doing this? And I said, you know, Josh, I don't really know exactly.
Oh, okay.
He says, but Dad, you're going to be standing on top of the world, you know, the highest point in the world. I said, you know what? That doesn't matter as much as there's an inner voice somewhere inside that we all have that guides us in a particular direction that we have to trust and go for. And that's what I'm doing. And it's a dream I've had for 20 years, and I finally made the commitment last year.
That's amazing. Okay,
and so I will discover the answer as it unfolds in the process.
Will you come back and tell us if the answer was correct? Okay.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to know, if the answer was correct when you come back. Now, this isn't your first big mountain to climb.
No.
So you've done this sort of thing before, just not this high.
Yes.
Okay.
So the highest mountain I've climbed is 23,000 feet. It's Aconcagua in Argentina. It's the highest mountain outside of the Himalayas.
Okay. So when you're up there, what is that like when you finally get to that point?
So it's kind of like, it's a fantasy land in a way. I mean, it's magnificent to be in a place where a nanofraction of the people of the world get to experience it. The view is phenomenal. And to just be, all the work that it takes to get up there, it just is so, that feeling of elation and uplift and joy is phenomenal. The work to get up there is not so phenomenal. The work to get down is not so phenomenal. But in that moment, there's just this sense of peace, of calm, of quietude and appreciation. I don't remember many of the summits because there's a lot less oxygen that's integrated in my system, so inherently it affects my perspective. But I know enough to know that the journey is worth it.
I got you. Because apparently your brain, your blood vessels begin to leak when you get up that high. I didn't know if you knew this. I just wanted to just reinforce
I don't give a lot of attention to that, Cody.
He's going.
Okay, so can we tell him what you do for a living?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, tell him what you do.
So I'm a financial advisor. I have a company called SGC Financial Services, and I support people to have a conscious approach to their money.
Okay, well, that's a very interesting thing. Have you let your clients know that you'll be doing something incredibly dangerous?
Did. I sent them a letter a couple weeks ago and let them know that if they wanted to tune in, they could go to a website called Alpine Ascents International, and there'll be a blog that's going on. Not me, because I have enough to do to just stay resolved, focused, and committed to the process.
Okay, so you won't be telling them what to invest and what to sell?
No, none of that. There'll be no response to emails, no.
Fantastic. When do you leave? When do you
I
leave
leave next Tuesday morning.
Tuesday,
so every day, you know, it's a countdown. And it's every day there's a tension. I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine who also climbed about 11 years ago, and she said, you know what? Only 25% of the experience is on the mountain. The rest of it is about the preparation and then what's integrated after the fact. And I've been training for this for like 20 years in terms of having that original dream and then creating a vision and then making it happen. And then just physically, I've been working out at a whole different level for the last 5 to 6 months.
Well, good luck to you. Come back and tell us what the experience was like when you're done.
I shall. Thanks.
Very nice to see you. Good luck to you. Leaving on Tuesday.
Wow.
Going to the tallest peak.
Now I know. You used to be on Good Day. And
Yes.
I'm a
Yeah, he did
financial
some
advisor
financial
back
stuff,
in the day.
yeah.
I'm like, why does he sound and look so familiar? Way back in the day.
He was the guy that told you a long time ago to buy that Apple stock, and you didn't listen.
And I didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Or even Domino's Pizza, which I heard has gone crazy over the like something like a 4,000% return. I should have listened. Well, good luck.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
8:21.